everybody. Welcome back to Faraday Research. It is Thursday. It's right after Boxing Day here. And I'm going to do this little video here with the whiteboard. I'm going to explain what I've been talking about in the last two videos that I've done about the Nikola Tesla's one-wire system. I'm going to show you exactly how it looks schematically. So I'm going to be drawing that out on this whiteboard here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, bottom right hand corner, don't forget to subscribe and share. And also the links for my Patreon and my PayPal donate are also in the description below. I'll be doing some more stuff in the Patreon. I'll be putting the schematic that I'm going to draw today in the Patreon at some point this week. So anybody who needs it for reference, they can look at the schematic that I'm going to put in Patreon and try the Tesla's one-wire system. So, what is the purpose of the Tesla one-wire system? Well, a couple of things. For starters, the first one is not killing the dipole, meaning when you have the motor or the Adams motor generator running, you want to be able to tap off it without taxing the motor itself or killing the dipole. Second you kill the dipole, the reaction's going to start pulling more current from your source. So when you just tap off one wire, it doesn't actually do that. So I'm going to start the drawing here. So what I'm going to show you is the two wire leads that are coming off the generator. Those two wires is basically the pulse DC that the motor is generating. Okay, and at the end of that line, usually you leave it as an open circuit. It's not a closed circuit. But to protect the motor from any damage, I usually put a light on it. So it's basically creating a discharge. So the motor doesn't kill itself out or overheats, so in the back EMF, starts to create hysteresis in the coil, and then you got problems. So what you need first is the two lines coming off the motor. Okay, so you got line 1 and line 2 coming off the motor. Okay, so here is where you would have your light. Okay, I'll just mark that as L. Okay. So you got those two lines come off. It's not killing the dipole. You got a pulse DC going through this line. So we're going to have to do a couple of things with it. We're going to add another coil off one line. So what you're going to want to actually do in your circuit is grab two lines coming off it. Okay. You're going to basically detach this line here. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to put now a coil. All right, so that's how you tap off. Now, when it comes to the radiant spike of the one-wire system, the node is actually created right here. This is where the next spike comes from. Right from the blotch wall of the new coil that's added to the circuit. So I'll just label it as blotch wall. Okay, that's where the node is. This is the node. All right, now if you look at Bandini's energy from the vacuum series, he'll show you exactly the same thing I'm showing you right here. So this is the node. This is where the pulse is. That's what we got to grab. So from that line there, we have to tap off that coil with two more wires, and then we attach this to our full wave bridge rectifier. All right, so now you got positive here, negative here, and this is now the line that we use for our load. So you got negative and you got positive here. And that's it. That's where you start extracting your power right here. You can put anything there. Battery, capacitor, whatever you wish. Now, you could put multiples of these on the same line, or you can even extract off the other wire on top. So you could have 3 or 4, 5 or 6, 10, 20, whatever you want. But obviously, over time, that the power coming off those 2 wires is going to get depleted. So you just want to tap off enough, but not affect the performance of the dipole. But that's how you extract it. So this is your full weight bridge rectifier. So you grab the one line coming off each side of that coil. Now, I have experimented with cores. Now, the best performance is a coil with a core. With no core, you don't get the induction. So you have to experiment with core types with your coil. So that's it. That's the Tesla one-wire system, basically simplified as easy as I can do. So the main thing is not killing the dipole of your motor, tapping the 2 lines off, put it to basically a release discharge that has a very little draw off it, if any at all, just enough to light it up, just so the system doesn't get backed up and it overheats and you get hysteresis and then it does damage to the circuit. So you have to choose your release of the power off the dipole in the best way possible without pulling current. So that's it. That's about the easiest way you can do it. So you can just tap off again here. You know, you can grab another line off here like this and put another coil in here, and then there's your node there again, and then drop your lines again, and then you can put it through the full weight bridge rectifier and go out from there. And you can continue depending on how much power is coming off your system. Obviously, that's going to be the big difference. And you can also do that on this wire as well. So I think that is about it. It's such a basic system. I tried it out the first time and it worked. I was able to charge capacitors with it. Now, the idea now is getting the right wire inductor combination that's going to produce the most current that will be able to charge a load. So right now I'm still kind of in the beginning stages of figuring all this out. And as I come up with more ideas and more advancements in how I make that circuit work even better, I'll let you guys know. So, but anyways, that's about it. It's not a long video. I just kind of wanted to show everybody how I was tapping off my motor, and basically that's it right there. So the one thing you got to make sure is it's got to go through the coil. There cannot be a wire going through it like this. So you go through the inductor. It's basically you're just sticking an inductor in the middle of it and then tapping off that coil. I think I've actually done it both ways, with the wire and without the wire going through the middle. It still works. So yeah, now it's just a matter of trying to get a decent amount of pulse and decent amount of current coming out of this to make it an effective charging method. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe in the bottom right hand corner. Also my links for my PayPal and my Patreon. Don't forget to share this, because sharing is actually helping the site grow and get more word out on this technology that nobody seems to know about. Only a couple of guys I know of right now on YouTube are actually dabbling with this, and that's where I got the idea. So my ideas will translate to other people's ideas, and other people's ideas will translate into ideas I can come up with to improve my system, and that's what it's all about, really. So yeah, questions, comments below. We'll see everybody soon.